Welcome to the show where the world is completely on fire and I brought the freaking marshmallows. A congresswoman named Jasmine Crockett, who I pray to God and hope that they actually put her as the front runner for the Democrats running for president in the next election cycle, literally said Republicans are the KKK. No, not like the KKK. I mean literally the KKK. ESPN anchor says goodbye by saying trans kids need to be in sports. Proof, oh, you're canceled. Old ladies are blocking ICE vans carrying criminals because they need their criminals in the streets. Donald Trump goes out on a limb and does the thing liberals want the most, and liberals cope with Donald Trump doing exactly what they want. But I regret to inform you, they're singing again.
Fascism's got to go. Got to go. We say no. We say no. We say no. We say no.
And I also say no. But let's get into the news. So much. My favorite Jasmine Crockett. Unhinged rants galore. This woman is the gift that keeps on giving. My wife decides to break boards over her head to show how masculine she is, and I'm afraid for my life. My lesbian aunt goes on ESPN and screams at the white man in the middle. And my favorite new deportation song just dropped. It's Off the Chain. And liberal on MSNBC says that migrants, illegal immigrants, didn't choose to come here. You can't make this up. My favorite woman dances. A new song drops. White people are being deported into America, and MSNBC people are mad about that. Oh, so Trump wants to deport Mexican, but he let all these South Africans in? Unbelievable. You would think that they would be excited about Africans coming to America. Trump putting price controls on medical stuff. Is that true? We'll get into that. We're going to break it down. And a Jew is brought home, and the mega Jew is not too happy about it. I honestly can't believe what Ben Shapiro just said about this.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go lick the world.
Trust the government.
She sent in a little video for us. Oh. Here she is.
Hey, in spite of everything you've heard, and let me just make sure you all know that it's actually me. Say it's me.
Anti-woke.
Anti-woke?
Suck on this, Biden.
Would we the all of our folks stepping on them because that's black.
I wear heels. They're not for a fashion statement. They're for ammunition.
What's up, guys? What's up, Johnny? What's up? What's up, Swill? What's up, Willie? Thank you guys for being here. I always appreciate you guys coming in early. I appreciate you guys for being here. We have so much to get into tonight, and I'm pumped up and ready to go. It's freaking Monday, but let's have some fun this Monday. Some people feel down in the dumps on Monday, and some people get down on the dumps when it comes to the news. But not here, not at this show. We have fun. We do things for fun. We have fun. We have fun, and we do things for fun. What's up, Rob? What's up? What's up, Rob? What's up there, Rob? I regret to inform you that the liberals are singing again in front of ICE detention facilities, and it's as bad as you think it is. Whose grandmother's is this? And to make things even worse, they brought out a guitar. I'm gonna go ahead and play the 3 chords I know. C, G, E. That's enough. Keep your chords and your crappy guitar to yourself. Let's hear it. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be brave. And why do they all look the same to me?
Fascism's got to go. Got to go. We say no. We say no. We say no.
We say go.
Fascism's got to go. Don't trash the Constitution.
All right, that's...
Don't trash the Constitution. It really wants to booshin'. I like that Fox News cut them off. They're like, all right, that's enough. We've heard enough out of these ladies. They're disgusting. They're sickening to our souls.
Fascism's got to go. Don't trash the Constitution.
All right, that's the scene in New Jersey.
All right, we've had enough. Go home. Go back to your old folks' home. Go play bingo. Why can't old people just go and play bingo like the rest of us? Why is it my generation? Why is the millennials going to play bingo these days and old people are going out and protesting in front of ICE detention facilities? They're like, please let these horrible criminals out. We need them in our streets. We need them abusing our children, and we need them going out and killing people. It's like their survivor's guilt. They're like, ugh, no illegal immigrant did anything negative to me. And take that scarf off. And who are you? That looks like, let's deport that one right now. Who put the old ladies in front? I'm just thankful to see that one of them was actually wearing a mask. Thank you so much for wearing your mask. Keeping all of us old people safe. That's my mom you're talking about, says Rob. Sorry about that. Is that your mom right there? That looks like my stepmother. So I totally know, I know what you're thinking and I know how you're feeling right now. Your mom is beautiful and brave. Mother, instead of going out and hanging out with her children for Mother's Day, they've decided to take matters into their own hands and make things worse for America. You would think this generation hasn't already felt like they've done enough horrible things to this country. They're like, you know what? Take and allow these people out. And I love this generation, but I do love also triggering them. Nothing triggers the older generation like telling them they're a terrible generation. It makes me laugh every time. Every time I do one of these videos talking about older people and I talk about how terrible of a generation they are, they just like give me this unhinged rant for like in the description. Derek, you don't even know what you're talking about. Our generation went through so much worse. just laugh about it. It's all right. You're gonna be okay. Look, we all cope with our own death and morbid thoughts, and stuff happens to us at the end of the night. Willie says bingo is the only one night a week. Get a new bingo place. There's got to be more bingo for you, Willie. Get in the bingos. I'm a big fan of bingo. I went to a rock and roll bingo. I went to an emo night bingo. Am I the only one that enjoys bingo? I am 50 years old, though. That's not a joke. I'm 50 years. I'm 50 years old. I'm 50. 50 years old. And that's also another joke. Every time I talk about older people, I get one comment. That's one of my followers like, I'm not going to follow you anymore. You are one of the worst human beings I've ever seen in my life. How dare you make fun of our generation? Millennials are stupid and dumb, and Gen Z is even dumber. You're like, okay. I don't know. I just want to say it. It makes me laugh. It makes me giggle. It makes me go LOL inside my head. We had high school dances in roller skating. I had dances at a roller skating rink too in middle school. But we wore rollerblades because we were gay. That's not a joke either. That is not a joke. We were all gay. All right, let's get into my favorite. My favorite Democrat hopeful for 2020, whatever, 8. The next potential president of the United States, Jasmine Crockett. Dear God, help us all.
It's going to be the worst.
Jasmine Crockett is going on a spree, and I think the more she talks, the better. I mean, she is such a petulant child, and I get excited about that. So listen to this. Let it flow through your body. Take it away, Yasmin.
They try to act like, oh, political violence. It's the Democrats and it's the liberals. And it's like, actually. It's
like the Democrats and the liberals. You meant the Democrats and the Republicans, didn't you? God, you know, when you speak too fast and you're not thinking when you talk, bad stuff can come out of your mouth and you make no sense. It's like the Democrats and the liberals. It's like the liberals and the Democrats. It's like the liberals and the progressives. Okay, one more time. Take it away, Yasmin.
Political violence. It's the Democrats and it's the liberals. And it's like, actually, I mean, I'm not going to say that like a left-leaning person cannot be violent, because that would be like crazy to say that somebody can't be.
Holler.
But baby, y'all got the white supremacists galore, okay? Like all of them. You got the Proud Boys. You got the neo-Nazis. You have
Holla at your boy, neo-Nazis.
people that literally should be classified as domestic terrorists, because a lot of times that is what they are doing. They're engaging in domestic terrorism. And guess what? They all align with your side.
Yep.
Including the KKK.
Right.
So like, I mean, this is who aligns with that. So like inherently in like who you are, y'all are violent. Like y'all, and most of your violence.
What are you doing with your hand symbols? Put that away. You have like a stipulation to do that symbol in every single podcast. It's like, baby.
And most of your violence has to do with people that's got a little bit of melanin. But nevertheless.
Okay, now I'm triggered. What'd you say about melanin? You know I ain't got no melanin. You know I ain't got no melanin. Some people ain't born with no melanin, and that is me. Brother, that is me. Don't make me blush. The chirp? What chirp? I have no idea what you're talking about. I haven't heard a single chirp.
Got a little bit of melanin. But nevertheless, like, y'all are a violent group of people. Like, you attract violent actors. And, like, I'm sorry. I know they tried to make Black Lives Matter out to be the most violent. What about Black Lives Matter? No. So that's the thing. Like,
this is called projection. I've never done that before. Oh, that is so much projection. Can you put those away? I'm a married man. Thank you. What's up with the one body thing? She's so annoying to me. I can't stand her so much. She is literally the epitome of like a meme of a Democrat. She's like a meme of a Democrat. She's like everything that you hate about Democrats rolled up into one person, and like somehow the Democrats are like, this woman speaks sense. This woman is full of sense. If she was a vending machine, she would be full. You're like, okay. Oh man, 2028 is going to be bad for MAGA. If this is the Democrats got, how embarrassing. I totally agree, Junior. I totally agree. What did the chick call the white people? Clear skin or something like that? Less melanin. She said, okay, let's go back to melanin because I am triggered by that.
Apparently. And like who you are. Y'all are violent. Like y'all, and most of your violence has to do with people that's got a little bit of melanin. But
okay, you better not say that. That's offensive. She's the meme of the statue at Times Square. Are you talking about this statue? Are you talking about the most beautiful and brave statue ever? And you might be asking yourself, how did I have that statue pulled up so quickly? Oh, you better find out. 12-foot black woman statue, bronze statue. I don't know what it is about this man right here, but I trust him. Glasses and hat to hide our receding hairline. I support him. Again, this is like my least favorite statue in the whole world. It's literally somebody that's not giving a crap about herself and the life around her. If this doesn't scream our culture and how depressing it is in today's society, I don't know what does. It's like, I don't even care. I'm just going to stay home and watch Netflix and indulge. You're like, okay, enough. Baby. God. I freaking can't with her, dude. Baby. Hey, baby. Why did she do that? Hey, baby.
violence. They try to act like, oh, political violence. It's the Democrats and it's the liberals. And it's like, actually, I mean, I'm not going to say that like a left-leaning person cannot be violent, because that would be like crazy to say that somebody
would be
can't
crazy.
But baby.
God, get it in. But baby. Okay, sorry. They should put her on a $20 bill. I totally agree. Not our culture, says Nick. American culture. How dare you? How freaking dare you? She's the meme of the statue Times Square. Yeah, she is literally the meme of the statue of the Times Square. It's a tick. It is kind of a tick, isn't it? It's like a weird tick that she does. I'm going to send my wife in to take care of her. I mean, my wife has started taking karate lessons, and I'm excited too. So I filmed her taking karate lessons, and now I'm afraid for my life.
Yes. Power, baby. Axe kick board break to start off this creative breaking tournament routine. Up next is Isabella, now with a headbutt board break. Yes. Good hit. Here in the breaking point, breaking championships. Going for a knee strike. Yes. Excellent technique and power so far. Representing Team Victory. Up next, a back leg roundhouse kick. 3 boards. Here we go. Yes. Having a great time here at the Southern Showdown.
Get it, baby.
6 boards. Double hammer fist. There it goes. Good hit. Now coming up to break some concrete. We have 1 concrete slab going for a side kick concrete break. Here it goes. Measuring the distance and a little high. Gonna try again. Here it goes. Excellent technique and power. Awesome performance. 1 final break. Here goes 3 concrete slabs for the forearm break. Good hits. Power, baby.
I'm gonna come.
Guys, pray for me. I seriously need help. Okay? I can't handle this. This is too much woman for me. Glass ceiling never stood a chance. 100%. She's practicing for her next liberal car meltdown. Yeah, 100%. Junior's a boob man. The lady is the female Steven Seagal. Oh, yeah, she is. Yeah, but she actually breaks stuff, you know. She's full black belt. I mean, could you imagine just like, that's somebody's mom? Who knows? Cue the metal song. You and the metal songs. Yeah, let's do a little metal song. Let's do a little Chariot. The Chariot. If you don't know who the Chariot is, I don't know what to tell you. What's the
Going for a knee strike.
Literally scares me to death. Tell me you know who the Chariot is, Swell. If you don't, it's because you're not as old as me. Hey, Derek, run. I'm trying to run, dude. She has some big feet. You know what they say about women with big feet? What do they say? That they got big shoes. That they got friggin' big shoes. Speaking of women with big feet, what's her name? Kagan? I forget her name. Kate Fagan. That's the name. That's the name. Kate Fagan has recently been canceled on ESPN for being a terrible announcer. So her last minute announcement on ESPN that she has to use as her platform. Anybody that starts off a saying that says anything of this substance like that, if as somebody that has a very large platform, that's because you don't have a platform, Derek. As somebody that has a very large platform, I have to say this. It's always going to be the most obnoxious thing coming out of somebody's mouth.
Well, listen, being on this show has been a privilege and a platform, and I know it's my last time on it, and I want to say something worthy of that privilege and platform, and that is this, that trans kids deserve to play sports. Think about what you remember from your time playing sports. Like 99% of it is finding that jersey for the first time, your favorite number, community, joy.
I'm sorry, what was that last thing you just said?
Deserve to play sports. Something worthy of that privilege and platform, and that is this, that trans kids deserve to play sports.
There is nothing that gets me more excited in life than a smug liberal. I get excited about smug liberals. Also, the thing I hate most about some of these lesbians is they got better hair than all of us older men. How you get your hair like that, girl? How you get that hair? I mean, that's better hair than I had at 13. That's messed up. It's messed up. That's our haircut. Quit trying to take our culture. I love when somebody says something smug and then they go like this. Yeah. I mean, it's like an award ceremony. Let's get award ceremony music. Let's get award ceremony music. It's this award ceremony. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, let's just cue in her real quick.
Something worthy of that privilege and platform, and that is this, that trans kids deserve to play sports.
Kate Fagan, starring in the most beautiful and brave ESPN announcer to ever walk the face of the earth. Kate Fagan says the unbelievable and comes out with the quote of the year. And our finalist for the most beautiful and brave ESPN announcer ever to ever walk the earth, Kate Fagan. Kate Fagan, starting her new podcast series, Trans Should Also Play in Sports. Kate Fagan. Starring Kate Fagan. Also, Kate Fagan being in the Kate Fagan, showing who Kate Fagan really is. Starring Kate Fagan. Okay, let's go.
To play sports. Think about what you remember from your time playing sports. Like 99% of it is finding that jersey for the first time, your favorite number, community, joy, those high fives. It's that moment when you have a great play with a teammate. It's the feeling of belonging, and it does not.
Are you reading the script?
Not know gender. And moment when you have a great play with a teammate. It's the feeling of belonging, and it does not know gender.
Yeah.
And trans kids deserve that the same as everybody else does. And Tony, this space has on Around the Horn. It's been about diversity and inclusion and lifting up new voices because sports is joy.
Exactly.
And sports is humanity.
That's enough. Goodbye, Kate Fagan. Look, I'm with her. Trans people deserve to play sports. No more female sports. They're boring. Get them off my screen. I want trans only. Oh, how dare you, Derek? What? I'm not saying the right thing now? Oh. I love these. Oh my God, Dawn. Yes. Dawn, I'm so happy you're here. I love these like pre-written responses that are supposed to like trigger people. Here I am in the maggot capital, says Dawn. The stupidest people walking on earth. Wow. Farts? Really? Your grasp of the English language is laughable. Had to see who you are. LOL. Ha 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 ha. Karma is coming. Is that like a threat, Don? Don, are you threatening me? I'll find you. I'll find you. Is that a threat, Don? Is that a threat? I knew this would happen. I just recently started putting libs something in my my thumbnails just for fun, just to see the type of people that would come into the chat, just to see the type of people that would show up in the chat, and it has not disappointed. It has not disappointed. We have gotten a troll on every single live show. I'm freaking happy to be here. No karma, only Christ. Let's go. Let's go. ESPN QI plus. I like that one. I like that. The satire has yet to dawn on her. Yeah, I like that, Rob. Every dawn is a new day. Crazy eye movement. She's mentally struggling. Oh, you talking about Fagan? Yeah, she was struggling. Is that the maid from Brady Bunch? Wait, the maid from Brady Bunch. It does look like the maid. That's a good call out. What? That is a good call out. I didn't even think about that. Don, are you still here? I miss you. I want more comments. I swear some of these liberals that come on this show that like attempt to trigger me or something, I think they just go to AI and they're just like, type something that'll make a MAGA freak mad. The metal song is actually pretty good. I'm going to use it for my alarm clock. Oh, you should. It's The Chariot. Look it up. The Chariot's the best. Dawn really cuts cooking grease, so get her in the kitchen. Shout out to Dawn. Dawn's getting roasted. Dawn, come back. I miss you. Get back here. I had to see who you really were. Karma is coming your way. What does that even mean? What's the karma? It's so weird to me. It's like we're making fun of Jasmine Crockett because she's super racist and psychotic and dumb and yet celebrated. And we talked about my wife breaking stuff. And then we talked about old people needing to play bingo instead of actually singing in front of deportation facilities. I'm sick of it. I'm freaking sick of it. Sports ain't a joy. It's also about the agony of defeat. That is kind of... That's deep. That's true. You got to have defeat. All right, finally. Finally, we have the deportation song of the summer. Please get excited about this new deportation song. I'm going to be playing it everywhere.
The truth, and then this is reality. This is the truth, and
this is the truth, and then this is reality. We are Kendrick Lamar. Quit ripping off Kendrick Lamar's flow. This is the reality. This is the flow. This is the way that I gotta go.
The truth, and then this is reality. This is the truth, and then this is a tragedy. Taking the children away from the family. Why is this happening? It's a catastrophe. Stop with the vanity. Where is humanity? We are the refugees. We are in agony. We've been the ones that been taking your salary. We are the hard workers. We are the farm workers. We are the dishwashers. Yeah, we are the ones. Yeah, we are the ones. Yeah, we are the hard workers. We are the lawnmowers. We are the leaf blowers. Yeah, we are the ones. Yeah, we are the ones. Yeah, we are the ones that are working construction. And we are the ones that will fix your destruction. And we are the ones that bring fruit on your table. And we are the ones that been given a label. And we are the ones that you blame it for taking your just what you pay me. We are the ones working minimum wages. And we are the ones with our kids in the cages.
I've never heard anybody fight so hard to be the dishwashers and construction workers. Speaking of construction, do you mind fixing up that school bus? That school bus looks like crap. Imagine stealing Kendrick Lamar's flow and sound exactly, and maybe even sounding exactly like his songs, and then thinking you got a banger on your hands. Nothing in life says that I'm original like being not original whatsoever. We are the sex workers. Yeah. What is that song? They're coming to take your job away. They're coming to take your job. So enrich somebody else's culture. Yeah. It's like, why do you care so much? We are the cage workers. We are the hard workers. Yeah, exactly. Hispanics are the hard workers. White people don't work hard at all. I love this. Some of these liberals, like, I feel like liberals, like, you always hear liberals say, like, black people built America. Like, really? You think all black people built America and white people just had their feet up and were doing nothing during that time? You're a freaking idiot, dude. This is the hard workers. I need to post a gift of that Homer Simpson melting in the bushes. yeah, that's. I wish you could do that on chat. What's up, Yakobed? New rap genre. What the frick? Just dropped deport drill rap. Deport drill rap. It is this is very drill rap. They need to be a little bit more auto-tune in the mix, though. A little bit more auto-tune. And I mean, I guess it's a little bit better than the other people. Chinese was your first slave, says Wally World. How about there are still slaves going on? How about just because you were a slave doesn't mean you built this whole country? Yeah, you did a lot of stuff for the plantation owners, but not for all Americans. That's psychotic. That's psychotic to think that. My favorite grandma and grandpas are My favorite grandma and grandpas are outside an ICE facility and blocking rapists and murderers from entering in these facilities because they want to have them in the streets.
Hey, Jillian. So we've seen at least 2 ambulances try to pull into this ICE detention facility here in Newark, New Jersey. One was right here through these gates, and they turned that ambulance away. Why? Because if they open up these gates all the way, like they did on Friday, then they're afraid people are going to kind of rush through. So right now you're looking at a group of people who have been out here for a few hours that are kind of blocking the gates. They're saying they're not going to allow anybody to come back in. These are clergy members who they say are trying to stick up for whoever.
I'm a clergy member. I'm a self-identifying clergy member.
Is inside of this ICE detention facility. I know you guys have been out here. Hey, Jillian. So
get these people home immediately. What is it, like 12 people? Take them out. Just get like a tractor trailer and scoop them. Just scoop them up. Starting with her. But they're in facilities right now, and they're holding a line. It's just like, what are these scarves? Is everybody just walking around with these fake clergyman scarves? I'm a clergyman. Really, what church? The Unitarian Church.
I'm gonna come.
Okay. Oh, great. Where is Nick Fuentes when we need him? Who are these people? Get a job. Oh, wait, you are doing a job, and I'm so thankful for you. And an MSNBC anchor says one of the dumbest things I've ever heard about illegal immigrants.
People like immigrants who are here not by choice, most of them.
I'm sorry, what was that again? I feel like y'all aren't hearing me. Okay, let's hear it again.
People like immigrants who are here not by choice, most of them. They fled fear. They fled where they lived. They fled Central America, where they were in danger. They fled places like Venezuela, run by a dictator. They fled in fear of their lives. They fled to America. People like immigrants who are here not by choice.
I'm not sure you know what the word choice means. These people are so up their own religion that they are using words that you and I use every day, and yet they have no idea what these words even mean. They have no idea. They have no idea. Fried chicken. Boom, there it is. The Church of maybe Satan? Church lady? Yeah. I live in North Jersey. ICE facility is one thing, but the Newark airport lost contact of planes for a third of the time. That's worrying. I did see that. I'd get out of that airport. And my favorite grandma literally is going up to every single bus with a sign. It's always like a liberal white woman. I'm here to save you. I'm gonna save you. We don't want to be saved. We will kill you if we come out. Yeah, but I'm gonna save you. I'm gonna nurture you. Come into my bosom. I'll take care of you. I'm an old lady. I'm white. Check me out. She just bowed to them. Do you know who any of these people are in this van? It's like they think that Donald Trump's just going around rounding up like really sweet-hearted human beings. And, you know, let's just say maybe, I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe that's the case. Maybe somebody really nice is in this van. Maybe somebody really nice is in this van, but maybe, just maybe, they're terrible human beings. And you have no idea, and you just bowed to a potential rapist? She just has a love sign. Is this sign from Hobby Lobby? She still has a price tag on it. She's like, I'm gonna return it. Is this a 55 and up community right here? Return when you're done with it, okay? You return immediately. Get these grandmas at home and get these grandmas cooking. Grandmas don't be making food like they used to do. They're too busy protesting these days. These old hippies, you gotta go. You gotta freaking go. Chinese was your first slaves? The word slave derived from Slavic, yes. Correct. Only 4% of Americans ever owned slaves, and slavery only lasted 80 years. Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy to think? It's like stuff that they don't teach you in school. Only 4% of Americans own slaves, of course. It's just the Jeff Bezos of the world that own slaves, and they're like, you know what? All these white people are walking around just owning slaves. They were just pwning them. Our life wasn't much better, okay? Boom, there it is. Freaking Episcopalians. Immigrant, not here by choice. Slaves. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, who brought these immigrants here then? Huh? Who brought these immigrants here then? You tell me. Those are probably laid off USAID AID workers. Yeah, probably. Love white women. White liberal women are the downfall of Western civilization. At this point, I don't see how they're like not a part of it in a major way. Nick says, imagine the MS-13 member inside watching a 65-year-old boomer bow to him like he's traveling, like a traveling Chinese emperor. Yeah, exactly. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for being in this country. We love you. Yeah, she is, isn't she? This old lady just bowing to MS-13 members. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. That's not their culture. She's like, I looked inside. They look Chinese. I can't see their eyes. Is that a slanted eye joke? It better not be, or I'm gonna be pissed. You don't make jokes like that on this show. You're better than that. Yeah, I can't believe she bows to them. She's like, excuse me. Let's get some Chinese music in here. Let's get some Chinese music. Chinese music. Let's get Chinese music. Chinese. The Chineses. Temple Garden. Oh, praise. Please bow before the MS-13 members. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's see it again from the other side. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Liberal white woman. Liberal white woman bows before MS-13. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Gosh, it's too much, man. It's too freaking much. Jacobet says the first American to own slaves was a black guy, Mr. Anthony, who owned one black and one white slave. Is that even true? I'm just like, yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to look that up. Illegals are inside or like, yes, actually, please send us back now. Yeah, probably, Probably. They're probably like, please, God, send us. All right. But there's one people group that liberals everywhere are very pissed off at Donald Trump for actually allowing to come into this country, and that's South Africans who are actually facing horrible things in their own country. And here's these South Africans being brought in. Notice how they're waving American flags. And of course, nothing makes liberals madder than white people being allowed into this country. Right. You thought this whole time it was a race issue of the reason of the deportation because you see everything through the lens of race, and it's exhausting. It's so exhausting being so racist all the time, isn't it, liberals? Aren't you over it? The Rolling Stone did even a news report saying the U.S. will give 50 white. Make sure to add in that white and make sure to lowercase it. If it was black, you better put a big B. The U.S. will give 50 white South Africans help with housing, grocery, and other needs. And that makes these people pissed. Of course, they use a sign that looks exactly like something out of a KKK Southern Confederate movie. Oh my God, these people are scared. They're probably trying to come after me right now. And MSNBC is the first to notify us how mad they are about it.
So the Trump administration, they're saying that essentially these white South Africans.
Say it again for people in the back.
Saying that essentially these white South Africans assimilate better and they're also not as much of a security risk.
Oh, no. And what makes you think that they assimilate better? The most obvious thing you could possibly think of?
White South Africans assimilate better and they're also not as much of a security risk. That's really causing a lot of people to be appalled, frankly. And I also
who are these people? I love when like the news media does stuff like this. People are actually appalled. Who are these people? I don't know. I'm just interjecting some things of how I'm feeling emotionally, and I'm putting it onto other people instead of myself.
Tell people that this violence that they're talking about that are dealing with these Afrikaners. I've been hearing from people.
Afrikaners? Who allowed you to say the hard R? Afrikaners?
With these Afrikaners.
These Afrikaners?
They're talking about that are dealing with these Afrikaners. I've been hearing from people that say there is violence in South Africa, but it's affecting everybody of every single race, Katie.
And now we get to my favorite part, where they go unhinged for minutes on end. Before we get into like this article, the administration claims that South Africans' white minority is being persecuted. The administration claims. So you don't think that they're actually being persecuted in South Africa? Is that true? These liberals, like, they think that, like, white people don't experience any racism. Like, white people don't experience anything. They just need to put up with everything, shut your mouth, and take it. The administration claims South Africans' white minority is being persecuted based on their race, which the nation's government denies. There is plenty of videos out there of the nation's government actually saying contradictory to your headline statement, Naomi. And of course, amid a widespread crackdown on immigration and refugee programs, the Trump administration is slated to bring in white South Africans to the U.S. as refugees on Monday. Multiple news outlets reported they will now have a pathway to American citizenship. And nothing makes them madder than that. Derek, at this point, you're getting more views than MSNBC. I'm trying. She got a 5 head. I haven't seen any Browns coming across the border waving. You don't see anybody from any other culture that comes across the border illegally. Any culture, Chinese, African, Latin American. You don't see any of these people waving the American flag. In fact, when they get here, they protest Americans deporting them while waving their own home flag. So like, it's like, I don't know. It's pretty easy to make us happy in America. You kind of assimilate and then you like tell us how cool our country is. And you say, I'm so thankful to be in America. And we're pretty easygoing. I mean, honestly, if you came in with that attitude, I bet even illegally, a lot of people would be like, you know what? He's not that bad. He's not that bad. Okay, let's listen to these people right here.
Trump has virtually halted refugee admission in America for people fleeing war and famine.
I love when the liberal white woman gets angry. Donald Trump has halted.
Trump has virtually halted.
She sounds like she's drunk right here.
Trump has virtually halted refugee admission in America for people fleeing war and famine in places like Sudan and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Back with Rick, Mark, and Eddie. Rick Stengel.
Yes.
Rick, tell us how you feel as a white man. Go.
So deeply and morally wrong-headed and repulsive.
Right. Nothing makes you madder than white people being allowed into this country. Tell us how you really feel.
These are the descendants of the people who created the most diabolical system of white supremacy in human...
Supremacy. It's supremacy. If you say supremacy one more time, I'm going to lose my mind.
Wrong-headed and repulsive. These are the descendants of the people who created the most diabolical system of white supremacy in human history, apartheid. They're not directly responsible for it, but it was a system that actually moved black people off of the arable land. So they inherited the land that the black people had to give up. It was called forced removal.
Yes, you must pay for the sins of your forefathers.
It was something called a Bantustan policy, where they moved black people out of the cities and farmlands into these remote areas with non-arable land. I mean, it was just one of the most worst processes ever. But what has happened in this strange, bizarre world we're living in is that the Afrikaners have become the darling of these right-wing white supremacist movements around the world.
It's just like you with people from Venezuela. Continue.
That it's like the lost cause for them. It's like the old Confederacy. They're held.
It's like the old Confederacy. That's right. It's literally like the old Confederacy. I look at those people from South Africa and I'm thinking, these people will come into the South and help it rise again.
Held up as these white Christians who are being dispossessed of their land. It's like this is a modern replacement theory in a country where, by the way, white people make up 7% of the population and own 78% of the farmland. So it's actually, there's no injustice here. As you mentioned, it's taking places away.
There's no injustices here. Okay, if you're going to be logically consistent, then you would have to say that there is injustices there. It's like sometimes I wish that these liberals would just be honest sometimes and just be like, you know what? It's not fair that Donald Trump is allowing these white people in, but are kicking out brown people, whatever. And then instead they're like, you know what? Not only are these white people coming in, but their persecution in which they face is fake and they need to just deal with it. What? War and famine are applied to the rich. They gave them all the farmland and kicked all the white people out. Now their farms are gone. Honestly, just take a moment and research what's going on in South Africa. It's pretty crazy. It's a lot of unrest. Even if you go visit there now, I know for a fact that it's very, very dangerous if you're a white person, that you have to take your movements pretty seriously.
From refugees who are really being crushed by authoritarian governments and military governments, for these folks who have never had anything happen to them. And Trump amazingly called it a genocide, one of the worst lies I've ever.
Who's being crushed by authoritarian governments? Are we talking only Venezuelans? Or are we talking Hispanic, like Mexican, Colombians, Argentinians, Chinese? Who are we talking about here?
Heard him say there's just been a small handful of farmers that have been killed over.
Yeah, just a small handful of farmers killed. It's only been a few white people, okay? Get over it. It's only been a few of them killed, okay? And that's okay, because this is MSNBC.
Trump amazingly called it a genocide, one of the worst lies I've ever heard him say. There's just been a small handful of farmers that have been killed over the past 10 years. No land has actually been expropriated. So it's just a farce and a sham and a moral ugliness.
What happens now that he's taken this step?
I don't know. I mean, it's like a Batman movie or something where all the bad guys get collected under one roof. I mean, like, who else do you now go and find other racists who have repressed people and give them refugee status here? It's just, I don't know where it goes from here. But I mean, you even said it. It's like a headline.
Why does she always look like she's 2 seconds from crying? I don't know.
From The Onion. I don't even know how to get more extreme than this.
You know, I think it's important for us to understand that the Trump administration is a lot of things. But one thing it certainly is a white nationalist project.
What are you talking about?
And oftentimes we don't want to describe it as such. I'm not reducing it to it.
Yeah.
Because
oftentimes we don't want to describe it as such. Therefore, I'm doing it right now. And if you catch me on MSNBC later, I'll do it again. We never want to describe it as such. Yeah, right, dude. You had that queued up and you were ready to go.
There's greed, there's graft, there's all sorts of things happening around it.
Yeah, right.
But we need to understand the way in which great replacement theory is driving this. There's a sense in which the immigration policy is all about demographic shifts. There's a sense around the assault on voting rights and civil rights. It's all about who will have the decision-making power to determine who will run the country. Yeah. And here, this idea that the republic must remain a white nation is evidenced in this move, which is so explicit that it cannot be denied. And so when we don't...
You can't deny it because he's come to this conclusion.
describe it for what it is, we become, in an ironic way, complicit in what they're doing.
Wow.
It's a white nationalist agenda, it seems to me.
You know what I'm going to ask you? Where are the Democratic voices offering a different...
You're the Democratic voices.
Message to the world about who America is today, right now, as this is happening?
Look, I think you showed Chris Murphy. I think he's one of the people speaking out. And I think that Democrats are speaking out. I think the problem is that just in the time that we've been here, we have talked about Donald Trump accepting a $400 million aircraft from a royal family. We have talked about this instance of white nationalism, which I completely agree. I mean, if Donald Trump just didn't want immigrants, you'd have all of the terribleness we have. But it actually turns out he does want some immigrants. He wants the white Christians from South Africa to be immigrants to this country. You began, when we first sat down.
Yeah.
Talking about the rationing of pencils. Right?
Literally, like, what, 5 of these? Like, how many? Like 20, 30? I mean, it looked like this looks like about 40 people came across. 40 people or so, 40, 50 people from Africa. And they're like, you know what? Even though millions and millions of people from Mexico, Venezuela, and other countries came across the border, and Donald Trump has deported at least 10,000 or maybe 5,000, who we don't know the number, that's literally a genocide against those came here illegally. It doesn't equate at all. Like 50 people versus millions of people coming here illegally. You think all those people that came here illegally are going to actually be deported? No chance. No chance. No freaking chance. That's so many people. Too many people. Only white South African Christians. Yeah. It's like, that these people are so triggered by these optics. I could just feel it. And nothing gets me more excited than seeing like a white liberal dude dealing with his own white guilt. He can't help himself. It's literally like Donald Trump is pushing a white supremacist agenda. He's going to allow all white people to be the SS and take over. He's going to take over. Yeah, Nick, thanks for holding down in the chat. And Yakobet, thanks for holding down in the chat on Rumble. Only white South African Christians, Heisenbergs. It's just crazy. What's happening in South America fits the textbook definition of why the refugee program was created, said Miller. This is a race-based persecution. What are your thoughts? Should they even be allowed? Should white people be allowed to come to this country? Unbelievable. Should they even be allowed to come to this country? I'm going to finish with this. I think it's important to see this. You tell me who's a better dancer, Michelle Obama? Let's check this out. Wow, you can do the electric slide. Or this person dancing.
I'm careful. Oh my gosh. The makeup makes her look fake. Look at nail. Nail done. Oh my gosh. The makeup makes her look.
This is why we need Asians in this world. Isn't she lovely? Look at that freaking possum, dude. It's too much. It's too much. All right, guys, if you don't mind dropping a like on this video, I'd greatly appreciate it. Putting a comment below, it helps out the algorithms. If you do not mind, I hope you enjoyed this show. We got into so much tonight. We learned so much. We learned about boomers' refusal to just go to the bingo alleys and have a good time. We learned about how white people being imported in America, 50 of them, is too much for any liberal to comprehend, and it makes them cringe beyond repair. We learned so much together. She moves out well for an outside linebacker. Hey, I was an outside linebacker. What'd you trying to say? In high school. In high school. Obama's doing that. Okay. Chris Crotch, I'm so thankful you're here, though. I'm thankful you even came. Yeah, if you don't mind. Yeah, thank you, Rob. Get some rest, says Yakobet. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Have a good night, all right? I'm going to do some research on the woke right crap for tomorrow morning, so check that out. Thanks, Steven Anderson. Appreciate you. Peace out, guys. Drop a like. Awesome possum. Okay, I like that. All right, guys. Peace